Hello and welcome back to Half Magic Tarot. Today's pick a card reading is why is the person on your mind holding back? So this is specifically for past, current, or prospective romantic partners, people who are not committing or they're not being like truly emotionally vulnerable with you. They're not really expressing their feelings to you. Whatever the thing is, why are they being that way? So there are 4 piles to choose from. I suggest choosing the pile that sparks a memory in you. So for example, I would choose pile 1, this 8 of Cups, because the water and the rocks in the water on this card reminds me of when I used to live on an island, and there was kind of like a little beach alcove near the place where I worked. So I would go on my lunch breaks and walk on these rocks like out into the water. And it was very relaxing. It was a nice little break through the day. So I will put the timestamps in the description down below. Feel free to pause the video now and select your pile. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 1, the 8 of Cups, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the 3 of Cups in reverse, the Wheel of Fortune, the Hierophant, the 8 of Wands, and the Queen of Pentacles. For your Witch's Wisdom cards, we got Secret and Death. Okay, my pile 1, so why has the person on your mind been holding back? We start off your spread with this 3 of Cups in reverse, and immediately I'm hearing that this person wants to keep their options open. And I don't think that it's about you necessarily, because from these other cards in this pile, and I will get into that, they seem to really like you and see you as someone who could be like a long-term partner. But this person also just isn't mature enough to like really settle down. They do not want to feel stifled in like a really committed thing, and they know that you would expect them to settle down and like be practical and really commit to them. And I just don't think they're ready for that, because they are in a player mentality, especially with this 3 of Cups here, which can indicate a third party situation. So if this is someone, and I think for most of you, this is someone that you have a crush on, or someone that you did have a crush on in the past and you never understood why you never officially got together, it was because this person maybe had another person that they were talking to, or they had other people that they were interested in. Maybe it never went beyond their interests, like them thinking about these other people, but definitely this person had different options and they did not want to commit to one and lose the others. They wanted to play the field. And for the 3 of Cups, this could have even been someone that they were friends with. Like maybe you were aware that this person was friends with this other person. They told you, don't worry about it, we're just friends, like there's nothing going on. And it could even be that the person that they are friends with is someone who is not interested in them in any kind of like romantic or sexual way, but they do not want to, the person on your mind does not want to get into a relationship, because they feel like if they were just given a chance at this person, they would take it. They definitely have other people on their mind, other people that they're interested in, and they're enjoying kind of the player lifestyle. They like going out and meeting new people. They like being able to go out and flirt with new people. They want to keep their options open. And with this Wheel of Fortune, they kind of, I think they know that maybe this is like an impractical thing for them. Like, because like I said, I do think that they feel very strongly towards you. They see you as someone that could be like long-term relationship potential, but they also have this feeling like even they think that they should be able to just like go out and have their fun, and then when it's time, then they'll know exactly who they're supposed to settle down with, and they'll just be able to do it. I don't think they realize that it's a choice on their part. Like, I mean, I think we definitely have a sense intuitively of who we're really drawn to, who we have chemistry with, who we can see as long-term partners, but it's not something that will just fall in your lap. Relationships are something that you have to work on and you have to put in effort towards to maintain and to keep healthy. And I don't think this person has realized that yet. I think they almost want to keep you on like a back burner. Like they think, okay, I can go out and have my fun, and then when I'm ready, I can just come to this person and they'll be like ready to be with me, but I don't think they understand how that's not how it works. You don't get to just decide, But especially with this Wheel of Fortune here, they have this feeling like I can just decide when I want things to happen for me. And they also have a fear of being attached to you in a romantic context, and then because of that, missing out on, I don't know, someone that they think is more important or better. And like I said, I don't think this is a reflection of you. I think this person is just a little bit shallow, to be honest. In the middle of your spread, we have the Hierophant, though. So I do think that this person, they definitely see you as more of like a marriage material, and right now they're looking for like hookup material. Does that make sense? I think they are aware that they are not good enough to give you what you want currently. For a lot of you, you could be Tauruses, something that I heard very strongly, or earth signs in general, Capricorn, Virgo, but most strongly Taurus is what I'm hearing. And with the Hierophant, they are also aware that you might have a traditional view of like romance and expectations when it comes to dating. So I think they're also aware that if they were really honest with you about the fact that they're still like looking at other people or trying to play the field, you would not be having that, because you seem to be like a very monogamous, like we are going to court and we're not going to like be chasing after other people. Like that is what you want. That is the kind of energy you embody. And I think that they think you deserve that, but they're not really willing to sacrifice their fun, basically. And that's why we have the Eight of Wands also in the spread, because this person is chasing after as many options as they can. They like to flirt. They like to meet new people. They like to have a bunch of options around. But also the Eight of Wands, passion is fleeting. Passion is fleeting, and they know that coming to you and just like trying to, romance you really fast to get you, to get you into a situationship, to get you hooked without giving you real commitment. I think they know that that is just going to push you away. So they're trying to find another way to like keep you hanging on without fully having to commit, because they see you as this Queen of Pentacles, which is someone who is, like I said, like spouse material. You're very stable, you're very caring, you're very affectionate, but you're very loyal. And you expect the people around you, the people that you spend your time with, to be very grounded and loyal as well. And I think they recognize that, and they're just not really willing to give that up. And that's reflected in the pile marker that you have too, this Eight of Cups, which is about a hesitance to leave behind something that maybe you enjoy, even though you know that the thing ahead of you is better. It's hard to give up something that you already have, that you enjoy. And I think that's the mindset that they're in, where they're like, I can see myself with you in the future, but I'm not ready to make that transition yet, because they're still in this player mentality. And for your Witch's Wisdom card, first one we got is secret. So I think they have been keeping this secret from you. They know that if you found out that they were talking to other people, or they were harboring, fantasies about other people, you would be upset. So I think probably this person has not really expressed this to you. They have not really given you a reason why they have not fully committed, or why they're not being like super honest with you. But it's because of this. And we also have Death as your second card, which is all about transformation. And again, I think that this person is scared of making that transformation. They do not want to give up. They have a major fear of missing out when it comes to like hookups, which is ridiculous. So overall, my advice for this situation is if this person thinks that having options is like, that if they're not completely sold that being with you is better than like playing the field and having to like work through options or whatever, then this person's not the one for you. And I honestly think that if you were to withdraw your energy from this person, which is what they're afraid of, this is why they're not being fully transparent with you, is because they don't want you to leave them. They still want to be around you. They don't want you to give up on them. I think if you really lay down the boundary and be like, If you wanted to, you would. If you wanted to be committed to me, if you wanted to be monogamous with me, if you wanted to be honest about your feelings to me, you would, but you don't want to because you think that you're going to have, like a rotation of people in your life, and that's not going to happen if you're with me. So I would just clear cut your boundaries and don't let yourself be manipulated into accepting less than what you want. And I do think that with this pile, you have a very traditional view of romance and dating, and so you would want someone who is very loyal to you and monogamous and committed. So overall, my pile ones, this person, they're still being a little bit of a player, I'm sorry to say. All right, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 2, the 10 of Swords, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Cups in reverse, the Star, the 4 of Pentacles, and Death. For your Witch's Wisdom cards, we got Boundaries and Clearance. So my pile 2s, why is the person on your mind this past, current, or possible prospective lover? Why are they holding back from you? Why are they not fully committing? Why are they closed off emotionally? What's going on? So we start off your spread with this King of Pentacles, and this is the embodiment of the person that's on your mind that you have in mind for this pile. So this person in the past has been really stable, and I think in the past has offered commitment to another person. But probably like before they met you, this was someone that they previously had a relationship with or fling with, whatever that situation was. And they really saw a future with this person. They felt invested into the relationship, and they were willing to, be patient and work on it and try to grow together. And this person really wanted to offer a commitment to this person. But the person from their past is showing up as this Knight of Cups in reverse. So this person that they were trying to have this committed relationship with was kind of flighty with their feelings. It's like sometimes they'd be all in, and then other times they'd go off to see other people. This Knight of Cups in reverse energy is someone who really is all about the honeymoon phase, and they don't like having to build beyond that or the work that it takes to really cultivate a relationship beyond the kind of like lovey-dovey, easygoing, like first month type of situation. And so this person could have even been in and out of your person's life, and it was very emotionally painful for your person. They felt like taken advantage of. They felt like maybe this person just liked the attention, or they liked kind of having this King of Pentacles wrapped around their finger. And this has left the person on your mind, this King of Pentacles energy, feeling pretty like emotionally cut off. They're having a hard time opening themselves up because they do not want to feel used or played again. They don't want to feel like they're investing their time into someone who is going to hurt them emotionally like they have in the past. So that's really kind of the entire energy of this file, is that the person on your mind, the reason why they're not really moving forward with you is because they have not fully processed or healed from this pain that they have from previous romantic entanglement. And with the Star in the middle of the spread here, I really think that the person on your mind is kind of a helpless romantic. Like they really saw their ideal vision of the future, the kind of like relationship that they wanted with this person from the past. And it didn't work out. So now they feel like they don't trust their intuition as much when it comes to romance, because they feel like I've been misled. Like clearly I'm not judging people based on their character. I'm judging people based on like the fantasy that I want. But I also feel like with the Star here, this is also kind of how they see you. They see you as someone who's like very unique, very different, evolved. They could definitely see a future with you and like a brighter, newer future. But this also scares them because they had high hopes for this Knight of Cups in reverse energy, and they got, their feelings crushed. So they are very fearful of coming towards you, and that is reflected in this Four of Pentacles, which is a card of being closed off and kind of holding on to things specifically from the past. So again, I just feel like this person is not really emotionally ready to open up and be vulnerable. they have this feeling with death at the end of your spread that if they were to really like decide to go all in and commit and try to build things and work on things with you like they did with this Knight of Cups in the past, that you might end up deciding that there's someone better out there. You're like, actually, never mind, I don't like you as much, and they feel like they're going to be left feeling really stricken and like emotionally drained and upset again, and they're going to become even more jaded when it comes to romance or love, because they feel like the death card is so deep and transformative. They feel like they could open themselves up to the possibility, but there's also the possibility of you just like leaving them, and then they're going to feel not to be, but I guess they're a little dramatic. They'd feel a little dead inside. So overall, I would say I don't think the situation with this person is unresolvable, but I do think a lot of this has to do with their own mental limitations when it comes to love, their own beliefs when it comes to love, and their own, jadedness. And I don't think that it is your responsibility as like their potential person to resolve that, because I don't think that you can really truly have like a satisfying, fulfilling relationship if you're constantly having to like convince them to trust you and like lean into it with you and remind them that you are not the same person as from their past. And that's what's like beautiful about a new relationship. And that's reflected in the pile marker that you chose, this 10 of Swords, which is a card of kind of hitting rock bottom. 10 of Swords can be a scary card to see in a reading, but I always think that all the tarot cards kind of have their positive sides. And the positive thing about the 10 of Swords is that after this devastation, after this emotional devastation, if you look in the back of the card, this black sky is clearing away and the yellow is coming up. You've already hit rock bottom. There's nowhere like lower to go. Now you can only move forward. You can only look forward. Like you've come out on the end of it. And I don't think this person has realized that yet. They're still mourning. They're still in this feeling of kind of like an unfair loss, and that is why they are holding themselves back and being really like emotionally unavailable and maybe coy with how they're feeling. They don't want to be vulnerable because they are very, very afraid that you will hurt them like this older person did. And this is also reflected in the Witch's Wisdom cards we got. So the first one says boundaries, and this person they have drawn very strong boundaries around themselves, because I think reflecting on their relationship with this Knight of Cups in reverse energy, they feel like this person took advantage of me. I did all of these things for this person and they didn't appreciate it, or they left me. So now I shouldn't be able to do that with anyone. And I just think continuing in your love life in a way where you are limiting yourself in order to like try to resolve a situation that already happened isn't going to help you. Like, your person is not going to change the fact that this heartbreak happened, that this thing happened to them, by being more closed off. It's just closing them off to the possibility of like a redemptive, healing love situation. And that's why the second Witch's Wisdom card we have is clearance, which is all about getting rid of this stale, stagnant energy that you're holding on to make room for new things. So this is really, I think if this person really makes the effort to clear away this hesitation and this pain that they're carrying around from the past relationship, then I think things could progress with you. But right now, that is why everything's being held back. And I would say that just know that it's really not about you. And I don't think that it's your responsibility to fix this. I think this is something that this person will have to learn on their own, because until they kind of resolve this emotionally, they will not be able to come into union with this star type of person, a person like you that they have on their mind. All right, my pile twos, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 3, the Devil, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the 4 of Wands, the Page of Cups, the 3 of Pentacles, the 6 of Pentacles, and Temperance. For your Witch's Wisdom cards, we got Lady, Goddess, Feminine, and Incubation. Okay, my pile 3. So why is the person on your mind holding back emotionally? Why aren't they fully committing to you? Why haven't they approached you? What's going on? We start off your spread with this 4 of Wands, and immediately I'm hearing that this person actually really likes you. They have a lot of fantasies about you, fantasies of you two getting together, of you attending parties together, of you being honestly the kind of couple that gets married. They can definitely see that for you. There's a lot of passion also from this person. They have I'm definitely picking up that they're very strongly physically attracted to you, but I don't think that this is purely physical for them. I think that that's just a part of it, but they find you very, very attractive physically, and they, even though they have all this passion for you, they don't want to approach you in a way that makes you think that they're just interested in kind of a quick fling, or they're interested in only the physical aspects of a relationship. They really want to build something stable with you. And that's also coming through in this Page of Cups, which is someone who's very romantic. This is someone who approaches in a very chivalrous manner. This person would bring you flowers on the date. They are pretty creative when it comes to planning dates, so I could see them doing something that you've never done before on a date, not your normal everyday thing. They want to put a lot of thought into it, and they really want to surprise you. But also with this page here, I feel like this person feels a little bit naive in comparison to you, or they just feel a little bit small in comparison to you. They definitely have this feeling that you are a little bit out of their league, and that is one of the reasons why, even though this person really likes you, they are holding back a little bit. I mean, if you look at the spread, the 5 cards in the spread, this is all pinks and purples, very beautiful, very feminine, lovey colors. This person definitely has such a strong crush on you, actually. It's making me laugh. This person, like I said with the Page of Cups, they're very romantic, and I do think they think about you all the time. They probably have some songs that they listen to that remind them of you. And they do want to approach you, but they want to do it in a way where they're coming with something really tangible. So with the Page of Cups, I think when they ask you out, first of all, they want to be really sure that you're not going to reject them. So like I said, they do feel like you're out of their league. They want to make sure that they're not being foolish, and that you have feelings for them as well. But they also want to come and not just be oh, you want to hang out at my place. They want to be will you go on a date with me at this place at this time? They want to have a plan because they want to impress you. With the 3 of Pentacles in the middle of the spread, this is also kind of reflecting that this person is really interested in they're working hard to try to come up with the thing that will impress you the most. And again, there's an emphasis on them feeling you are out of their league. But in the traditional Rider-Waite-Smith death, 3 of Pentacles is represented by artist, an artist painting. I think it's supposed to be the Sistine Chapel, and the monks or whoever's in charge of that are kind of looking on and appraising it and being that's impressive. So this person's definitely I would paint the moon for you, basically. I would do all of this crazy stuff, all of this painstaking detail, all of this work just to make something beautiful for you, just to impress you, just to hear you be this is wonderful, basically. Also, for some of you, I'm picking up that you actually work with this person, and that might be another reason why they haven't really approached yet, because they definitely feel they like you, but they're they're not 1000% sure how it would turn out if they approach you yet. And they also don't want an HR violation on their hands. They don't want to come up and ask you out and then it be awkward at work or something. So that is another one of the reasons why they're holding back a little bit. With the 6 of Pentacles here, though, they are really generous. They want to give you the world. They want to really be supportive of you and help you in any way. And if this is actually someone that you work with, they're really in tune with your task around the office. Probably if they see you struggling with something, they will offer to help you, or they might be doing things behind the scenes to they take care of little tasks, and maybe you don't notice, just to make your day easier. This person definitely, they're interested in just providing for you and kind of like showing you that they care about you in little ways until they get up the courage to like fully say it. And with Temperance being the last card in your spread, this is all about taking the middle path and not like doing too much. So I really feel like this is where they're at right now. They're trying to, they're planning to come forward. They have all these ideas. They have so many thoughts about like what they want to do with you, how they want to treat you, what they want to do for you, but they still feel like they have to work up the courage and they have to work up like the plan to approach you. And I think it's going to take them a little while to get there. So any encouragement that you have for them, I think would speed up the process a little bit if you want to do that. But it's not that this person is holding back necessarily. They're just not, they don't want to scare you off. They don't really know where they stand with you. And so they're trying to be really patient and cultivate the relationship with you that you have together outside of like a romantic situation before they kind of, ask you out or whatever the situation is. And with the Devil being your pile marker, the Devil can be a card of like obsession. So I really feel like this person thinks about you all the time. Like you run through their mind rent free. And like I said, I feel like their mind just wanders to you a lot. Like when they're listening to music, like they hear a song, they're like, oh, it reminds me of them, or they're watching a TV show and they're like, this thing reminds me of them. Like they just think about you really frequently and they're constantly thinking about how to approach you. And that's also reflected in the Witch's Wisdom cards we got. So the first one is Lady/Goddess Feminine. So I do think most of my viewers are women. So this is kind of how they see you. They just see you as like a love goddess. They see you as someone they want to give flowers to you. They see you as very beautiful, very sensual, and this is also one of the reasons why they feel like you're a little bit out of their league. But they definitely see a future with you. They think that you'd be such a good partner. They can see something long-term with you, and they really want to like impress you with everything they're willing to offer, because they do feel a little bit smaller than you, or like you're out of their league. And your second Witch's Wisdom card is Incubation, which is, about this period of growth and like trying to grow something beautiful, which is also reflected in the last card in your spread, Temperance. So like I said, I think this person, they actually really do like you, and the only reason they're holding back is because they don't want to mess it up. So I would not be too concerned about this. I think just give them a little time, encourage them if you can, and you will I see this being like a happy situation, so congratulations. All right, my pile threes, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care. If you selected pile 4, the 5 of Cups, welcome to your reading. Your tarot cards are the Page of Wands, the King of Cups, the 3 of Swords, the King of Wands, and the 9 of Swords. For your Witch's Wisdom cards, we got Watchtower of the South, Summer, and Tarot cards, Guidance. All right, my pile 4s. So why is the person on your mind, this past, present, or prospective lover, why are they holding back from you? Why are they not committing? Why are they closed off? What's going on? So we start off your spread with this Page of Wands, and then the 4th card in your spread is this King of Wands. So this is kind of about the person on your mind. This is their emotional journey. So when they were younger, they might be a fire sign or have a prominent fire placement in their natal chart. So Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but I'm hearing most strongly Leo. And that could be Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. And this person, when they were younger, they had a lot of passion. They probably had a lot of like crushes on people. Honestly, this person definitely very interested in romance and lust and like having fun with the people that they have crushes on. But they also had this King of Cups energy, which is really loving, patient, devoted, loyal, very like deep, strong feelings and very mature emotionally. And I think that they were offering this to one person in particular. And then we have the 3 of Swords in the middle of your spread, which is a card of heartbreak. So this kind of made them change their personality. And then we have the King of Wands. So they go from when they were younger, the Page, to this King. And the King of Wands, I think after a heartbreak, almost indicates to me someone who has kind of removed their emotions from romance because of this past heartbreak. They are definitely very lustful people. This person probably has done a lot of situationships or friends with benefits situations, because they say that they're not ready for a relationship. They don't want to get feelings involved, but they still crave affection, both physically and the affection that you get just from being around another person consistently, if you have a consistent physical situation with someone. So that's where this person is at, where they're just not really willing to open themselves up emotionally because of this past heartbreak. And I'm even hearing for some of them that this isn't even a relationship. This has to do specifically with their parents. So this King of Cups is representative of one of their parents, most likely their father, where when they were a kid, when they were in this Page of Wands energy, they really looked up to this person, and they probably thought that their parents had a really ideal relationship, or that was kind of how they modeled in their mind, this is what I want my relationship to be like. And then this Three of Swords happened. Their parents split up, and it was really painful for them. It could have even been that one of their parents cheated on the other, but because of this, their model of what a good relationship looks like kind of crumbled. They grew up thinking, I would love to have a relationship like my parents, and then it turns out that their parents' relationship wasn't that great. It had all these things that they didn't realize about it, and they were well, I don't want to end up like that, where I thought that it was perfect, and then actually we have all these cracks. One of us betrays the other, and so I don't want to make myself vulnerable or put myself in a situation where I am subjecting myself to the possibility of that. So this will resonate differently for all of you. I think you will understand more which of these, or maybe both of them, apply to your partner. It's either, but very strongly I'm hearing this could have happened during childhood. So it could be a situation where because of their parents, because of their role model for relationships, it didn't work out. They are very closed off emotionally because of that, and so now they're very physical only, situationships, I won't commit type of people. For others, it's some other heartbreak, an actual relationship that they had when they were younger, and it just kind of made them a little bit jaded. They're just not interested in the thing. And the reality of the situation is, I think they come off as very carefree about it, or laissez-faire. They're this is what I want. I don't want to feel deeply connected. But at the end of the spread, we have this Nine of Swords. So actually, I think this whole situation causes them a lot of anxiety. I think they're very afraid of having to deal with catching feelings. They're very scared of having to open up and being hurt and having to live up to the expectations. I think they're afraid of making the same mistakes as their parents, or making the same mistakes that they made in the past relationship when they were younger. But there's also this thing here of sometimes when it's late at night and they're in their bed and they're laying down and they think about, their romantic situation, they feel a lot of grief or anxiety or hurt about it. This person does want to have a loving romantic connection, I think, but they don't really trust it. And that's why this person is holding back. So with Watchtower of the South, Summer being the first Witch's Wisdom card, this card is all about kind of lust and desire and something being awakened. And that's what they're embodying with this King of Wands energy. This is someone who definitely looks around and probably has a lot of flings, or has, hooked up with a lot of people, but they haven't really had anything super serious since this heartbreak, or if this is more something to do with people outside of themselves during their childhood because of this heartbreak. And the thing is, they have so much potential. They can really be fun to be around. They can light up a room. They're kind of, charming and charismatic, and that's why people are attracted to them. But they don't allow themselves to let down their guard. They're like Rapunzel. It's like Rapunzel's stuck up in this tower. They're stuck up in the tower, and there's all this beauty and stuff around them that they could easily access. They just have to open the door, but they're not opening the door. And that is giving them some grief and anxiety. And that's what the Five of Cups or pile marker is about grief and feeling a sense of loss. But also with the Five of Cups, this person is, crying over this, over having lost something in the past. And I think the thing that they've lost is a sense of stability when it comes to romance, a sense that it should work out, it should be easy, it should be something that is attainable. But what they don't realize is that if they just turn around, if you look at this Five of Cups card, there is two cups standing behind them, and the Two of Cups is like a beautiful beginning of a relationship, like a really mutually assured relationship. So they're so distracted by this jadedness, this feeling of being closed off. They've so much resigned themselves to this concept that they refuse to kind of see the potential in everything around them and in themselves. And that is going to continue in this Nine of Swords, like anxiety in the middle of the night situation is going to continue until they decide to work through this pain, this emotional grief, and turn around and look forward to the future and decide that romance, true emotional availability, true being vulnerability with another person is there for them. And the last Witch's Wisdom card we have is Tarot cards guidance. And so I really feel like this is what this person needs. This person needs guidance to be able to move on. And that, I think this also echoes the concept that this is probably a wound from childhood, because I think this King of Cups is someone that they looked up to for guidance. So very strongly for a lot of people, I'm thinking that this person really admired their father, and then their father ended up cheating on their mother, or just doing their mom really dirty in a relationship or whatever. And then their parents got divorced, and they were like, I can't even trust my dad anymore, because how could you do that to my mother? That's my mom, And I think because of that, they really just they're so closed off emotionally. They're love, why would I subject someone to that? If I can look someone in the eyes, if my father could look my mother in the eyes and say that I love you and still treat her like that, what's to stop me from doing it? I feel like they feel like they're almost destined to kind of follow in these footsteps. So that's why they're trying not to get too attached to someone or bring someone into their life too fully, because then they feel like they're subjecting that person to the possibility of this person hurting them and hurting you specifically. So this is why this person's holding back from you, is because they feel like they don't know if they can be in a relationship with someone, love someone properly. They have this fear of that, and the universe really wants to stress that this person needs to find a new form of guidance. Therapy is really being recommended here, because this is really kind of deep wounds that are holding them back, and it's going to continue to plague them emotionally until they really seek someone, an external source, something to help them process these feelings. So overall, my pile fours, I would say that this person is holding back because they have a lot of unresolved issues that they need to deal with. Specifically regarding childhood wounds, I think when it comes to their parent relationship. So my pile fours, that is it for your reading. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. I put out a new video once a week. Thank you. Take care.